A weed to some, a flavorful treat with medicinal benefits to others. It's the wild passion fruit today on Urban Jungle Food. Passiflora fotita, which is commonly known as wild marichuga, bush passion fruit, love in the mist, and running pop. It originated in the southwest United States, and it was introduced to the tropical regions around the world, including here in Malaysia. Also known as letup or letop, that's what they call it in Iban. It's a creeping vine, has an edible fruit, and it can trap insects. You see there in these little sticky bracts that are around the fruit. It keeps the bugs and the birds from eating the young flowers and fruits, but it doesn't seem to get any nourishment from that, so it's not like a Venus flytrap. Nobody knows if it actually gains nourishment, so it doesn't have the ability to digest them. The thing grows almost anywhere and everywhere. In fact, both of mine were growing out of cracks in the concrete. And the fruits, once they've ripened, have this beautiful orange color to them. They're quite small, about the size of a kumquat or so. You see this one here that's actually already become bird food. Leaves are mostly rounded and pointed lobes, and sometimes they can be entire solid leaves or have up to 5 lobes. Hairy on both surfaces, and the hairs along the margins are quite sticky. And if you crush the leaves, you get quite a pungent smell. There's that sticky outer shell and one ripe fruit there. So there's quite a few that are still in the process of developing. That one's almost ready. And then way up top, forgive the dogs, is one that's ready for picking. So let's give it a pick. It's got all this little sticky protective coating around there. And then inside, you see not very much flesh, quite a few seeds. But they're quite yummy, and the seeds are edible too. It won't kill you. Let me give it a try. Not bad at all. Mildly sweet, tastes a bit like an orange, but quite yummy. Well, now the fruits are so small, they're really not useful other than, a quick small little snack to use for a recipe or anything. But what we decided was to take them and put them in as a flavoring in a vinaigrette salad dressing. So that's coming up in just a second. We'll walk you through the process and how to incorporate your wild passion fruit in a nice, tasty vinaigrette. So we'll keep it fairly simple. I'm not going to give you measurements because I don't really believe in measurements. I just kind of go with how much I want to put in. This is balsamic vinegar, so really powerful stuff. Extra virgin olive oil. And we'll probably should have taken this out of the thing first, but that's okay. We'll put about 1 to 1 between the two. We don't want to go too crazy, but we want to balance out that vinegar. Let's give it a little bit of a pepper. Add a little spice in there. Again, we're not using Dijon because I don't want that powerful Dijon flavor. Speaking of powerful flavors, like I told you, I love garlic, so there's no such thing as too much garlic. The honey is just enough to give it a nice sweetness. Just to take the edge off a little bit, mix in a little bit of that sweet honey. You can use whatever kind of honey you like. That's good. And finally, the star of the show. As I said, this really has a very orange type flavor to it, this mini wild passion fruit. So we're going to just dump her in and then just give it a whisk. Sadly, I don't have a small whisk, so we're just going to have to make do with the size I have. But we just want to, oh, I can smell it already. We just want to get all those flavors mixed up together. I think this is just about the right combination. By the way, you'll see the sliced bread in the background. It's one of the ways I like to test things beforehand. I just get a slice of bread, give it a little dip and a little taste. Hang on. Oh yeah. Perfect. Excellent. It's that easy. And what gave it that extra special flavor was growing wild in my side yard.